السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Good morning guys. Today inshallah we will start a new lesson, but before the lesson طبعا اليوم اللي فيه احتفال بمناسبة اليوم العالمي للتطوع، فبنذكركم بالتطوع يا شباب. الآية القرآنية بتقول فمن تطوع خيرا فهو خير له. وعندنا طبعا أشياء كتير عندنا في الدين الإسلامي وأحاديث وآيات بتحث الإنسان على التطوع. طبعا التطوع هو بيبقى اليوم العالمي بتاعه بيبقى 5 ديسمبر. التطوع رغم إن هو ثواب وأخوة وأمل، ولكن احنا عندنا الحديث النبوي بيقول أحب الناس إلى الله أنفعهم للناس، وأحب الأعمال إلى الله عز وجل سرور تدخله على مسلم، أو يكشف عنه كربة، أو يقضي عنه دينا، أو تطرد عنه جوعا أو جوعا. ولئن أمشي مع أخ لي في حاجة أحب إلي من أن أعتكف في هذا المسجد، يعني مسجد المدينة شهرا. ومن كف غضبه ستر الله عورته، ومن كظم غيظه ولو شاء أن يمضيه أمضاه ملأ الله قلبه رجاء يوم القيامة. ومن مشى مع أخيه في حاجة حتى تتهيأ له أثبت الله قدمه يوم تزول الأقدام. وإن سوء الخلق يفسد العمل كما يفسد الخل العسل. طبعا ده حديث عن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم أخرجه الطبراني ليحث على العمل التطوعي. Lesson 2 Reading Expansion Unit 4-6. نفتح كتاب يا شباب صفحة 89 Student Book page 98. Before reading, what color is the room you are in now? Who can answer me? What color is the room you are in now? Okay, Yusuf?
Of yellow.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
yellow. And
Yellow.
how does this color make you feel, Yusuf?
Happy.
Happy?
Yes.
Okay, Yusuf, thank you. And have you ever painted a room? حد منكم قبل كده يا شباب جرب ان هو painted a room؟ painted يعني يطلي او يدهن غرفة. Have you ever painted a room? Okay, Yusuf?
Yes, miss.
Okay, if yes, what color did you choose and why?
Of white because give us happiness and good things to the life.
Okay, thank you, Yusuf. Okay, our lesson today is about the psychology of color. يعني سيكولوجية الكلر أو الألوان من ناحية علم النفس. نشوف كده يا أحباب. Before we answer and read the text, let's listen to it first. Listen carefully.
Expansion Units 4-6, pages 98 and 99. 2. Reading.
The psychology of color. I want you to imagine yourself in a room painted a light blue color. Now, imagine yourself in a vibrant red room. Do you think you would feel differently in each of these rooms? If you are like most people, you would feel calmer in the blue room and more energized in the red room. Why is this? Psychological studies have found that different colors can have different effects on mood and behavior. People have a tendency to associate colors with where these colors appear in nature. So, for example, without realizing it, we associate soft shades of blue with the sky and sea. These associations make blue a calming color for most people. Asuka Obata runs a spa in Kyoto, Japan. All the walls of the salon are blue. Obata says, "It is essential that we create a sense of peace and tranquility. The color blue helps us achieve this. Red, however, is associated with fire and blood. So red is also associated with danger and vitality. The color red has even been shown to raise blood pressure. Adrian Vilas of Cordoba, Argentina, painted his office red. He says, "I like being surrounded by a color that gives me energy and inspiration." On the other hand, have you ever wondered why traffic lights and stop signs utilize the color red? To warn of danger, of course. While we all share natural associations with certain colors, the same color may have a very different meaning to people of two different cultures. The colors black and white provide a good example of how people can have different cultural responses to colors. In many cultures, black symbolizes death and mourning, and so black is the traditional color worn to funerals. However, in Asia, it is not black that represents mourning, but white. So in Asia, white is the color people usually wear when they attend funerals. In most other cultures, far from being associated with funerals, white represents purity, innocence, and goodness. For this reason, white is traditionally worn by brides in these cultures. However, in China, since white is the color of mourning, it is important that a bride not wear white. Instead, the traditional color worn by a bride in China is red. In Chinese culture, red represents happiness and good luck, and so Chinese celebrations are full of red. During the Chinese New Year, people prefer wearing red to any other color, and older family members give money in red envelopes to younger members of the family. Clearly, the way we respond to color is a complicated business. You may think you are choosing a red shirt just because you like the color, but the truth is, you are probably responding to it based on what your brain, the environment, and your culture tell you about the color.
Who can read the first paragraph? Yes,
I
Yusuf?
want you to imagine yourself in a room painted light blue color. Now imagine yourself in vibrant red room. Do you
Vibrant
think
red room. يعني ايه vibrant red room? Vibrant red room يعني غرفة باللون الأحمر. Bright يعني اللامع. Okay? Do you think you would? Yes?
you would feel differently in each of these rooms? If you are like most people, you would feel calmer in the blue room and more energetic in the red room. Why is that?
Energized in the red room. If you are like most people, لو أنت نفس أو تشبه الناس, you would feel calmer in the blue room. هتحس بالهدوء أكتر في الغرفة اللي باللون الأزرق. And more energized in the red room. وهتحس بالنشاط أكتر في الغرفة اللي باللون الأحمر. Okay? Why is this? Yes, Yusuf?
Physiological studies have found that different color can have a different effect on mood and behavior. People
Okay.
have
Thank you, Yusuf. يبقى
Yes.
as psychological studies الدراسات الخاصة بعلم النفس اكتشفت إن different colors الألوان المختلفة دي can have different effects بيكون لها تأثيرات مختلفة on mood and behavior على طابع الشخص وسلوكه. Okay, next paragraph. Okay, yeah. People
People have a tendency to excite colors when they wear these colors appear in nature.
Okay,
So,
a
for example,
tendency with yeah. People have a tendency. Tendency means a desire يعني لديهم ميل أو رغبة to associate color. Associate means connect color with where these colors appear in nature. يعني دايما بيكون الناس ليهم ميول إن هم يربطوا الألوان بأشياء بتظهر في الطبيعة. So
for example, without really realizing with excite soft shades of blue with the sky and see these.
عشان كده دايما بيلاقيهم دايما الناس يربطهم الألوان بيربطوا اللون الأزرق اللي هو ذات الظل الخفيف مع the sky and sea مع لون السماء ولون البحر. Yes.
Make blue a claiming color for most people. Ask Opat runs as SPA in Untitled Chapter. All the world of Salon are blue. Opat says it is essential that we create a sense of peace, and tranquility. The color blue help us achieve this.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. So this man, the man who manages this SPA in Kyoto, Japan. Kyoto is a town in Japan. All the walls of the salon are blue. He painted all the walls of his salon, of his room, in the color blue. And he says it's essential, it's important, it's necessary that we create a sense of peace and tranquility. Tranquility means calmness. Okay, so he sees that this color, the blue color, give us a kind of peace and tranquility. The color blue help us achieve this. Okay, next paragraph. Red, however, is associated with fire and blood. So some people associate or connect the color red with fire and blood. يعني دايما في بعض الناس بتربط اللون الأحمر بالفاير، بالنار، والبلاد، الدم. So red is also associated with danger and vitality. عشان كده بتلاقيه دايما مرتبط بالdanger، danger الخطر، and vitality اللي هي energy or power. تلاقيه مرتبط يا إما بالdanger الخطر أو بالطاقة والنشاط. The color red has even been shown to raise blood pressure. وتم إثبات إن اللون الأحمر بيعمل على رفع الدم. blood pressures يعني يرفع ضغط الدم. Adrian Velas of Cordoba, this person of the city Cordoba in Argentina, painted his office red. الشخص ده painted his office red. He says وقال I like being surrounded by a color that gives me energy and inspiration. وقال إنه بيحب المكان بتاعه to be surrounded by this color because it gives him energy and inspiration. حابب اللون الأحمر لأنه بيديله energy، طاقة وإلهام. On the other hand, on the opposite, have you ever wondered why traffic lights and stop signs utilize the color red? هل قبل كده you asked yourself why traffic lights، ليه إشارات المرور and stop signs والإشارات بتاعت التوقف utilize the color red، بيستخدموا فيها this color the red color to warn or danger of course، أكيد للتحذير و danger للخطر. While we all share natural associations with certain colors, the same color may have a very different meaning to people of two different cultures. دايما بتلاقي الألوان بتختلف حسب الثقافات المختلفة. The colors black, for example, this color black and white provide a good examples of how people can have different cultural responses to colors. بيقول إن هنا اللون الأبيض والأسود ده يا شباب مثال how people can have different cultural responses. إزاي بيكون استجابة الثقافات المختلفة للألوان. In many cultures, black symbolizes death. في ثقافات كتيرة جدا بيكون اللون الأسود يمثل symbolize يعني يرمز إلى death and mourning. دايما بيرمز في الثقافات حتى في الثقافات العربية بالنسبة لنا بيرمز for death and mourning. Mourning means sad. And so black is the traditional color worn for or to funerals. دايما بتلاقيه موجود in funerals في المآتم أو في الأشياء الحزينة. However, In Asia it is not black that represent mourning. ولكن في آسيا بيكون ليس اللون الأسود هو اللي بيمثل الحزن أو الحداد but white ولكن اللون الأبيض. So in Asia white is the color people usually wear when they attend funerals. دايما لما بيحضروا المعازي أو المآتم بتلاقيهم مرتدين this color white. Okay. In most other cultures far from being associated with funerals في ثقافات تانية بعيدة عن المآتم white represent purity, innocence and goodness. طبعا بيمثل ليهم اللون الأبيض represent purity النقاء, innocence البراءة and goodness. goodness from the adjective good يعني الشيء الجيد. For this reason white is traditionally worn by brides in these cultures. عشان كده بتلاقيه في الثقافات ديت بتكون عادة عندهم ان العروسة the bride worn in red. دايما بتلاقيه مرتدية اللون الأبيض. However in China since white is the color of mourning it's important that a bride not wear white. ولكن في الصين بتلاقي الوضع مختلف. بتلاقي اللون الأبيض however in China since white is the color of mourning بتلاقي اللون الأبيض هو اللي بيستخدم في الحزن والمآتم. It's important that a bride not wear white. ومهم جدا إن العروسة لا ترتدي اللون الأبيض. Instead the traditional color worn by a bride in China is red. ولكن اللون التقليدي ليهم هو اللون الأحمر. In Chinese culture red represent happiness and good luck. وبيمثل لهم happiness and good luck. And so Chinese celebrations are full of red. During the Chinese New Year people prefer wearing red to any other color and older family members give money in red envelopes to younger members of the family. تلاقي دايما الصينيين يحبوا اللون الأحمر وبيرتدوا اللون الأحمر in the new year في بداية السنة. And give children وبيدوا الأولاد عندهم money in red envelopes في ظرف أحمر in the new year في احتفالية بداية العام. Clearly the way we respond to color is a complicated business. احتفالنا أو استجابتنا بالألوان بيكون شيء معقد. You may think you are choosing a red shirt just because you like the color, but the truth is the fact that you are probably responding to it based on what your brain, the environment, and your culture tell you about the color. So you don't buy the shirt because you choose this color or you like this. No, but he says here that you buy this shirt as a response or reply to your brain and your environment and your culture around you. Now guys, after reading exercise A, complete the sentence with one of these words. Before we answer number one, let's identify these new words. The key words here: vibrant means bright or full of energy. Red is a bright, vibrant color. يعني لون لامع أو لون بيدي إيحاء بالطاقة والنشاط. Tendency means an inclinations or leaning toward something. يعني رغبة لشيء أو ميول للشيء. Associating colors with nature is something people have a tendency to do. Tendency يعني ميل أو رغبة أو نزعة إلى. Associate, relate one thing to another. Here people associate colors in nature to certain feelings. يعني يربط شيء بشيء. Tranquility. Calmness, peacefulness, tranquility is a feeling that is associated with blue. يعني الهدوء والأمان. Mourning, feeling of sadness when someone has died. Black represent mourning in some cultures. اللي هو الحداد أو الحزن. هتقول لي morning, yes, اللي هي الصباح، ولكن morning which means الصباح اللي هو good morning without you. Okay, morning without you بدون حرف اليو. أما morning with you means feeling of sadness اللي هو معناها اللي بيها حرف اليو معناها الحزن. Represent is a symbol of or stands for something. يعني ترمز إلى أو تمثل. Here black represent death. هنا اللون الأسود يمثل الحزن أو الموت. Now let's answer exercise A. Number 1. The dove beats too many people. Who can answer number 1? Yes, Yusuf?
The dove represented a beast to
Very
many
good.
people.
Represents. Yes, thank you, Yusuf. Number 2. Okay, Basil? She was in
mourning.
Yes,
She was
in
in
mourning
mourning
after
after
her
her
friend death. Number 3. Thank you, Basil. Number 3. She has to talk too loudly when she is on her cell phone. She has a. Okay, Yusuf?
Tendency to
Yeah,
talk
tendency,
to
yes. Yes, Yusuf. And number 4. The colors in this painting are so that it hurts my eyes. Vibrant, because vibrant related to colors. Okay, vibrant colors means a bright color. I love that of the park in the early morning. Yes, Salim?
tranquility.
Yes, Salim, thank you, Salim. Tranquility means calmness. After a while, the students learn to, of course, last one, associate Wednesday with exam. Okay, exercise B. Answer the questions. Question number 1. Where do the colors blue and red appears in nature? Where can you find or see these two colors, blue and red, in nature? Where? Okay, Yusuf?
the blue color I found in the sky and in the sea.
Yeah?
And
And the red color?
In fire and blood.
Very good, Yusuf. Of course, we can see the blue color in the sky and the sea, and the red color in the blood and the fire. Number 2. How do most people respond to the color red and blue? As we read, most people feel calmness toward the color blue and feel energy toward the color red. Okay, so we say blue is a calming color and red is an energizing color. Okay, next one. What does the color white represent in most cultures? Okay, Yusuf?
Yes, Mister. In most culture, women represented pretty and incoming goodness.
Yes, purity. In most cultures, white represent purity, innocence, and goodness. And question number 4. Why must a bride not wear white in China? Why? As we said, white in China represent mourning, not happiness, not something good. Okay, so in China, white is the color of mourning, not happiness. And number 5, what does the color red represent to the Chinese? As we said, the red is their favorite color. And when do the Chinese wear red? As we said, in the New Year, but it represents happiness and good luck. People wear red to celebrate the Chinese New Year. Okay, guys, next exercise, homework. You will write the information in the chart below. Use the chart to discuss colors and their effect on people in groups of 3 to 4. You can do it individuals, discussing colors. You will write the color here, where you can find it in nature, how you feel about the color. يعني هنا هتكتب اللون يا شباب، وهنا فين بتلاقيه في الطبيعة. how you feel about the color يعني كيف تشعر بخصوص اللون. what is the color represent in your country، واللون ده بيمثل ايه in your country، في البلد عندك. okay you will find the answer، ان شاء الله هتلاقوا الإجابات at the end of the video. thank you for listening and see you next lesson ان شاء الله. goodbye guys.